it's Jen Levitz from spellbindingbusinessschool.com, and today we're talking about launching and what that process looks like and how much time you really should put into your calendar to do that. So the first thing I want to start with is this the right time for you to plan a launch? Now, we'll start off with what is a launch. A launch is a formal promotion of a specific product or program, and it likely is an open and closed door launch, meaning there's a specific time you open the cart and there's a specific time you close the cart. If you are not opening and closing the cart, then you're likely looking at an evergreen launch, and that may be better served by an automated funnel. But we're not talking about funnels today, we're talking about launches. So if you have a program that is going to have a specific start and close time, that's when you're looking for a launch. Now, before you even consider doing a launch of probably a small group program, I want you to take a look at your list. Look at your email list and what is 1% of your list? What does that 1% number look like? If that number is less than the number of people that you would like to have in your program, then you're not ready to do a launch. So let's say 1% is 10 people, and you'd like to have 10 people in your small group program. Great, you're probably at this borderline state where you could do a launch and you can likely get decent sales from it. But what if you really want 10 people in your program and you look at the 1% and go, I have 2 people. If that's the case, then you're likely better served to just put out emails to get your list, to get on a phone call with you, to have you present them an offer for one-on-one service. You're likely not ready for a small group program if the number for 1% is less than the number of people that you want in your program. If the number you want is 10 and you're at 10, you likely may not. It is very possible that you will not get 10 people. But the general statistic is 1% of your list will be interested in the offer that you put out there. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that all 1% are ready to buy in this moment in time. It just means that they're interested in. And I have seen that number be significantly higher, but I want you to think in the lower number and be safe. Like, set yourself up for success and go, okay, 1% is 10 people. Great, I want 5. Awesome. 1% is 10 people, 1% is 25 people and I want 10. Great. 1% is 50 and I want 10. Even better. Like, look at those numbers. If your 1% is more than the number of people that you would like in this particular program that you're putting out there, you're in a great shape for a launch. If it's not, then you may not be ready to fully launch, and I want you to focus on growing your list. Okay? So now that I've done that disclaimer, let's shift over to what kind of timeline should you be looking at when you're ready to launch. So now you've run your preliminary numbers of this is how many people I want. Well, make sure that the numbers make sense from an actual running of the program. What kind of expenses are you going to be putting out to run this program? And make sure that the number of people that you need to have in the program is a doable number. It goes back to that same place, because maybe this offer isn't the right offer for this moment in time. That's my other disclaimer for you. When you're looking at what you're going to launch, look at what your content is. Look at the word lead. What do you want your people to learn? What do you want them to plan or engineer? what do you want them to action, and what do you ultimately want them to deliver to their clients. Use lead as a rough guide for the content that you're going to be presenting to your um, clients, whatever it is that you're going to sell. Now, this is specifically true if you're in a service-based business that isn't like a healing art. A healing art, you probably aren't going to lead. It's probably just show up, put hands on, and serve in some way, right? I'm looking at more from a service base of any teaching-based or coaching-based system. Use lead. But you as the business owner, look to the word leader. I want you to learn what you need to learn about launching so that you can engineer a plan that is very simple for you to execute, because you're going to execute that plan in the A of action. I want you to take action and start creating all of the pieces for the marketing. Action is really about the marketing stuff, all the pieces that you need in place in order to sell. D is the actual delivery of your program or content. It's the delivery piece that is going to have your ideal clients that go through it refer more people to you. So you really do want to make sure that you're not burning yourself out in the action that you're taking before you deliver your content piece. And when it's all done, I want you to evaluate how it went. Look at what went right and what went wrong, or maybe not wrong, but didn't go as smoothly as planned, and how would you address that the next time? Because your R is rinse and repeat. Learn from your mistakes when you evaluated and make the plan to go back and do it all over again. Most people that are part of your first group are going to spread the word. They are going to have a great experience, and they are going to be wanting you to be successful with it and bring more people into the fold. So as people start hearing the buzz of the success that people got in your program, you're going to be selling more of it. So make sure that you have a plan to rinse and repeat it. So learn, engineer, action, deliver, evaluate, repeat. That's the leader program. That's really the principles that I follow for my launching. And before I even start the engineering space, for me, engineering, I actually am at a place where I start actioning 8 weeks out. I know many people that have started actioning 2 weeks out. 6 to 8 is about average. I do at least 8, and I already have done the L and the E before I get to that 8-week window. At 8 weeks, I'm actually getting things accomplished, getting things set up, because I personally like to have it so that when I'm in the middle of the launch place, the sales aspect, I can be present with the people I'm selling while I'm working on the content for the delivery. So I start getting really excited about the delivery of the content that's coming up, which fuels me to allow me to show up in with different energy and enthusiasm for the sales. Also in that window, in the action space, that's where you're doing whatever work, whatever content creation that you want to put out for free to your list. The vlogs and blogs, the Facebook Lives, that's part of that process of the action space, because you want to be able to be prepping your people for the sale. So that's really the process that I follow for my launching. I go through this entire piece, and when I work with clients one-on-one through this in the Fantastic Offers on How to Launch Them program, we're actually, that is a 6-month program, because we go through the L through the R space. We may not actually have started to rinse and repeat, but we have made the plan for when that is going to be repeated. We come up with the whole process, starting with what is the offer, what are all the different pieces that we need for the offer, and really learning what is the type of launch that we're going to do, because there are many different types of launches that you can put out there. Um, Lots and lots of different ways to do it. So I actually have helped a number of clients. I've been in more than a dozen 6 and 7 figure launches on the back side of things as support staff, getting these created. So I actually have seen great ones. I have seen ones that have completely bombed. So I'm in a unique position to help you navigate the flow. Um, Launches can be much of a inner game as much as the outer game of just showing up in the world. So if you're looking for someone to hold your hand through the entire process, please reach out to me. I do offer this service through the fantastic offers and how to launch them one-on-one 6-month program. So if that sounds interesting, please reach out. We go in more detail than what I've covered here or will be covering here in my vlog universe. Okay, so take care, everybody. Have an amazing day, and we'll catch you soon. Bye now.